to also share the details of this show. We have the founding team of Cinzzeo, which is traveling from Canada to represent themselves at this event. This is a very large show, which is a 2-day event happening at Geo Convention, which will bring in about 650 brands from across the country and about 100 international brands which are coming to India representing. And out of these 100 brands, there are 50 companies which are coming and launching the opportunity for the very first time. So I request all of you, especially our friends who are able to travel to meet the founder in person and to understand the opportunity in a more detailed manner. I'll request all of you to also get more information and block your time. Abhinay would also be there at the show, 2 days at the event. And I'll request Abhinay if you can also share your email ID and your contact number. Anyone who wants to get in touch with you can do that. So very quickly, friends, the brand started about 3 decades back, and today they operate in more than 70 odd locations across the world. And it is a brand which is built on handcrafted cinnamon rolls, which are very premium quality ingredients used and exceptional guest service. Cinzzeo is short of cinnamon zeo. So these are cinnamon rolls. So cin is cinnamon and zeo is the roll. So it's Cinzzeo is the short form of cinnamon zeo rolls. And they're known for gourmet cinnamon rolls, specialty coffees and baked goods. And the brand has grown into a recognizable name in the bakery cafe segment, which has a strong presence today in North America, Middle East, and parts of Asia. And their focus is largely on fresh baked in-store preparation, where the aroma-driven experience is something which is a very big part of their business model, which is also a very big differentiator, which forms a very big part of their overall appeal. And this category in India, I would say, is a very, very wide space because there are no players outside one brand in India, which is cinnamon. That is the only brand, and which is doing phenomenally very, very well. They are present in some of the most, iconic locations. And I know ever since this brand has come to India, while they're not present in many, many locations across India, but wherever they are present, they've been operating from the same spot right from day one. So which gives us a very big understanding in terms of the market that exists. So if you look at the overall demand trends in the market, and like I said, Fran Global Franchise India, we reach out to companies that we feel have an opportunity, and there's a big space, there's underserved market, which can be filled with right opportunities like these. There's a rising demand for premium indulgence in India. And since the concept is freshly baked premium dessert coffee, this is also viewed as experiential treats and not just food items or menu. And cinnamon rolls, they are warm, they're handcrafted, aromatic, and they hit the comfort food and indulgence sweet spot for our consumers, especially our millennials, our youngsters. And the entire cafe experience offers a very international appeal, but at the same time, very familiar comfort, I would say, that resonates with India's very large aspirational urban class. And if you look at the overall shift today in the Indian market, the last 5 years, I would say India has seen the largest number of international brands which are coming to the Indian market. And F&B forms a very big ratio or, quantum of the brands which have come to the Indian market because there's a big shift today, which is all day dining consumers are moving away from single purpose dessert stores. So which is you go to a dessert store and you find different kind of desserts, but it is shifting to a specialty dessert where the preference is for multi-occasion cafes, which are all-day dining cafes where we have options for breakfast, we have options for snacks, and these cafes are used for meetings, quick bites. And the overall menu of Cinzzeo is very evolving, which includes offering for the entire day from the breakfast rolls to coffees to smoothies, sandwiches, which perfectly fits in the all-day dining cafe model. So friends, we'll start with a small presentation. I'll also request all of you, any questions that you have on the overall opportunity, I'll be happy to answer that. We're looking for largely area franchisees for across India, and we've also split our territory into different opportunity zones based on the opportunity that we see in these locations. At the same time, while area franchisee is our top priority, we'll also be happy to partner with unit partners who bring in some kind of, strategic strength. And if you have a great location which you own, we'll be happy to review that. So I'll request Abhi now to present the presentation. And friends, you can use the chat box, the Q&A box, in fact, to put any questions. And Bharat, I'll also request if you can share the website of the company. We can also quickly, take our friends through the company's website. And let's put that also in the Q&A box.
Sure, ma'am. I also have a video, right? I would like to
first. Let's run the video.
Yeah.
And hats and scarves and knee socks and wearing tights for the first time in months. And when the mornings are all chilly and you can see your breath. Check it out. I'm drunk, these stuff is crazy. What would you do for love?
Can you open up the door? I know you said before you can't cope with anymore. They told me.
How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Obsessed, obsessed, obsessed.
All right, so that must have given you a glimpse of the existing store that we have in Canada. Now, I would request Abhinay. I'm just projecting the presentation of the screen.
Thanks, Bharat.
Yeah, hope it is visible, right? Abhinay, is it visible to you?
Yeah, the screen is visible now. So, hi, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining the webinar. Webinar come a business opportunity for a Canadian brand who wanted to.
Abhinay, you're not audible, I guess.
Bharat, let's go to the next slide. So we just briefed about the first slide that you see. So very clearly, this is a company that started in 1997 in Canada, operating about 70 locations worldwide. The journey began with one small bakery with a very simple mission to make the best tasting cinnamon rolls on earth. Very powerful idea. And every roll is handmade from scratch, which ensures freshness and authenticity. And even after 30 years now, the brand is still holding on to its Canadian values and pride, with a lot of emphasis on their customer experience, which includes a very warm ambience, open baking processes, and fresh aroma. And the vision of the company is to spread this Cinzzeo joy across the world. Next slide. Next slide, Bharat.
Yeah, we have changed it.
Right. So a little bit more, which I'll add. If you look at the overall differentiation that Cinzzeo is bringing in, it is led by consumers today, which are choosing brands that deliver experience over convenience. So I'm not saying convenience is not important, but the format in which Cinzzeo operates, it offers more of a experience. So the concept of Cinzzeo is open kitchen, which is live roll making and signature aroma, which turns each outlet into a destinational experience. And this mirrors the success of the brands like similar brands, I would say, which are there in the industry, and a differentiation that India's new age audience largely values today. It is more artisanal, handmade freshness, which is brought to each and every customer of ours. Next slide, please. So a little bit on the offering, and maybe I'll I'll extend on that. So if you look at the overall offering of Cinzzeo, the menu is a all-day diner, which means that we have options from morning till evening. Now, the overall categories in the menu includes our signature cinnamon rolls. That is one. Second, we also have mini snack formats. So third, we have savory range, and I'll go a little deeper on that. And fourth, we have beverage and coffee category. And fifth, we also have a lot of combos and meal sets. And all these five categories come together to create a very extensive menu. So signature cinnamon rolls, I would say, is the core product line of Cinzio, and this is the heart of the brand. It is made from hand-rolled dough, which is rich in cinnamon sugar filling, and signature cream cheese frosting, which is baked fresh in the store. It is available in different sizes and also variations. And some of the menu items includes our classic Cinzio roll. We have Choco Cinzio roll. And the second is our mini snack format, which includes small shareable versions of quick service and takeaway formats. It is ideal for, I would say, malls, impulse buys, and it is often served in boxes, packs. The one that you saw in the video, the red boxes where we have a top which is also showcasing the product inside, where we have mini bites, we have mini roll packs, we also have cinnamon twists, and we also have cinnamon sticks. So it has twists also, it has sticks also, which are part of our snack and mini snack format. And then third comes our savory range. These range are almost, I would say, complete meal. We are doing that in Middle East. We're doing that in Canada, which includes a very big portion of our day part usage, which includes savory rolls. These are stuffed buns. These are flatbread rolls, which has cheese, spinach, chicken, filling. So that is also a very extensive range that we have. And then comes our beverages, which includes our espresso-based beverage, which complements our food offering and the rolls. It includes coffee, cappuccino, we have lattes, we have iced coffee, hot chocolate, and specialty frappes. So the focus is perfect pairing because every drink which has been designed in the Cinzio offering is designed to match the signature cinnamon flavored profile, right? So it matches the profile of Cinzios. And then we have combos and meal sets where we also have rolls and coffee combos. We have family boxes, we have takeaway packs, multiple rolls for sharing or even gifting occasions. Next slide, please. Abhinay, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. I
Quickly.
had this. Yeah. Yep, sure. So now, again, the opportunity that we have here, like we always give you a franchise opportunity on this brand. So cinnamon roll, these are very globally comfortable food, and the love for them is universal. So they already have 90 plus stores in North America and Canada, and they are running very successfully out there. And here it's a very good proven business model. If I talk about their the USPs that they have a live counter out there in their bakery wherein they are serving fresh rolls out there. Right, they have a good trained staff out there. They have a already established customer base, like people who are traveling to Canada or North America. So they have already tasted these cinnamon rolls, and they have their taste buds of the cinnamon roll. So if you got an opportunity to have that store or cafe or kiosk model, an opportunity to have in your city or any territory that you are looking for, they are, it would be loved as a brand, and it has a great opportunity as a business.
If I can also add, friends, Cinzio is now looking at partners in India who can join the global expansion journey of the brand. It is a brand which is high on quality, in demand, comfort food, like Abhinay said. It is a proven concept with consistent success across multiple countries. So it's not a concept or a brand which has been successful in one, but it is a concept which has been consistently delivering success across multiple countries. It has established brand systems, training, and the marketing support, which is given by Cinzio team. And this is a support which is rendered both by the parent company in Canada and Fran Global, our Indian company, which has partnered with them. So we have a big team in India, our operations team, project team, that would also work with every single partner in terms of, getting the right locations, working with them to train them, doing the entire menu development in India. So all that support would be given by us. But very important to also note while we're looking at partners, but our ideal profile of partner is not somebody who has the investment appetite, but we're looking at operator partners who can run and operate the business on their own. And if you are looking for an area franchise opportunity, we are looking at partners who not only run and operate their own location, but they are also our face in that market in the region, who will also be responsible along with our teams at Franchise India for expanding the footprint of the brand in their respective markets. So that is the support that would come, from our teams both in India as well as in Canada. Next slide, please.
Yes, we have a separate slide, slide for that. So if I, as ma'am mentioned, that they have a like good support in terms of their bakery team and in terms of their operational support along with Franchise India. So if I talk about their technical support, so they have a dedicated team who always help their partners in terms of managing their stores, cafe or kiosk, whatever it is, and they have a indeed good supply chain management wherein uh, uh, it's any vendor across the world looking for any fresh bakery item, they have a hands-on support for that, right? So they have a dedicated bakery support team. They provide continuous guidance to their owners, their vendor partners, to help how they can innovate their product and how they can build that extreme popularity of their product, and how they can maintain the taste buds of every consumer they are serving of. So the support will be always there. And in terms of if I talk about from the brand and as well as from the Franchise India team.
If I can
uh,
also add, friends, so we ensure that the franchise partner is never operating by himself. He has the entire support of the centralized team in India, where we have our teams in Delhi, we have teams in Bangalore, and in fact, as I speak, since we are operating a lot of F&B brands, there's a very mature team that is working at major locations, and every single month we have a lot of new opportunities that are not only being launched, but we have a lot of new locations which are being launched every single month. So there's a very extensive support system which includes the bakery support team, which will guide you, train you, and give you ongoing operational assistance. We will also work with our partners for all vendor partnerships, and this is to ensure that we maintain the global standards of the brand at controlled cost. So vendor partnership, then we have the entire IT POS support, which will help our partners for smooth day-to-day operations, where the entire sales would be recorded. You would know what items are selling. So all that support and training would be given by our teams. And we will also have a centralized design team that will work with our partners for any promotions, which includes even our launch promotions, PR, that would be done at the time of launch. Next slide, please.
yeah, so this is how the franchisee will work here. So again, if you chosen to have this franchisee, so the kind of assistance that we are going to provide you while you're having that. So assistance with site selection, will help you with the negotiation part as well. The team will help you with the store design as well. Will help you with fit out, signage, and equipment procurement from the brand. uh, Funding and the training support, that is much required, since it would be a first mover advantage for everyone. So support and training from the brand, it's very much required, and they will be on toss for it, and it will be there for you. As ma'am mentioned, that we have a pre-launch marketing, and we have a centralized team here who will help you to launch that store. So, and all the assistance during that launch will be helped from us. And if I talk about the brand, the all manual SOPs and whatever IP rights you are required in order to run the store operation in terms of POS, or in terms of tracking your day-to-day sales, tracking your inventory and all. So these can be provided. Franchisee will also enjoy the exclusive territorial rights and full access of the online support of the brand. So when I say online support, it is like as we mentioned on the previous slide, that they have a dedicated support team who can help the franchisee partner to set up and store align their thought process with them, sharing all the manuals and SOP with the franchisee, and up and operational their stores. Yeah. So now this is the big picture that what exactly this webinar is meant for. So this is our investment cost. So again, so as we mentioned that we want to run into two model. If you're looking for a unit franchisee, so we have a cafe and a kiosk or maybe a high street outlet. So for cafe, we required at least minimum of 600 square feet of area. And for if you're looking to open this outlet into a high street outlet or any premium location, so you would require 100 square feet area, 1000 square feet area. If I talk about the investment part, it is 40 lakh and 80,000 for the cafe model and 54 lakhs for the high street outlet, which will be a bigger outlet from a cafe outlet, right? Wherein you have a sitting capacity of 45 to 50 people at one go. If I talk about the franchisee fees, so for cafe, which we require 600 square feet of area, it will cost you around 8 lakh rupees. And if you go for a high street model, a pure restaurant kind of setup, then the franchisee fees for that is 12 lakh rupees. When it comes to royalty, it is 7% for both the model. And if I talk about the payback, so for running and post operation, so it will take 27 months to get the payback on your capex amount. And if I talk about the leasing agreement, it is for 5 years for both the model. Right. As we initially mentioned that again we are looking for area developer for this brand. So we also have that opportunity with us, wherein we have identified multiple territories like Delhi, NCR, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Tri-City, uh, and Mumbai, and as rest of Telangana, Andhra. So we have that opportunity for our franchisee partner for us. Every location has a different capex and different unit economics. So if you are looking for any kind of a unit franchisee option, you have that cost in front of you. And if you're looking for an area developer cost, so I am dropping my email address and phone number on the chat box. Feel free to contact me on that, and we can have that chat further, and we can build that for you.
So I'll also quickly give you a breakup of this investment. And so we are looking at two formats, which is 600 square feet and 1000 square feet. And the overall investment is 40 lakhs for 600 and about 54 lakhs for a 1000 square feet of format, which can seat about 20 people in smaller and about 40 in the larger format, 45. And this would include your entire investment on the capex, which is the fit out approximately would be 1800, 2000 rupees per square feet. We have a franchise fees, which is 8 lakhs for smaller model and 12 lakhs for 1000 square feet of the model. And so between the equipments and the store capex, I would say the larger amount of or the quantum of the investment would fall. And then we have other components which include the architect design fee for designing the store, which is close to about 2.5 lakhs. And other miscellaneous costs, which include your training and the POS IT costs. So all that put together becomes your overall investment. And if you look at the overall, the business, typically, we're looking at a place which should ideally not have a rental of more than 300 rupees per square feet, because we're looking at prime locations. If you're there in a mall, ideal location for us would be in the atrium space, is where we would consider. So we have taken a rental of about 300 rupees on an average per square feet. In a business like this, your typical operating expenses include your costs, which include your food cost. In our case, our food cost, including our wastage, would be close to about 30 odd %. Our rental in this case, because we're looking at premium locations, atrium locations, we have considered about 25% as our rental cost. And all these costs we have taken comparatively on a higher level. But if you look at the average cost in these businesses, your rental does not go beyond 20-21%. We have taken 25% in our unit economic calculation as a rental cost. Your staff cost, because this is an idiot-proof model, you don't need a very highly qualified, skilled, staff. Any staff which is hired is trained by teams on the overall operations. So our staff cost is approximately 9 odd percent. And then we have other miscellaneous costs, which include your electricity. There's a royalty of 7 odd percent. So at the end of the day, after we take out all these costs, including, we've also taken other smaller expenses, which include your cost of delivery. In our case is very, very small because my cafes would be in locations which naturally has a higher footfall. So, and even when we are delivering outside our cafes, the cost of delivery is actually included because any of the platforms that you see, including Swiggy and Zomato, the online cost of the product is high in order to compensate or include the commission for these players. So it does not impact your bottom line. So comparatively, your cost of delivery is negligible when we include that. So at the end of the day, approximately 25% becomes your bottom line after taking out all the expenses. And we've also taken very realistic, sales for both these formats, which is anything I would say, 7 to 9 lakhs for a smaller format, and about 12 to 14 lakhs for a larger format. So friends, if you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer your questions. And I'll also request if you would like to get more deeper understanding on the opportunity, we can even discuss on that. Very quickly, if you give me a moment, I would like to show the territories which are open for a area franchise. So I don't know if I have. आपके पास है? Abhinav, if you have that, perhaps we can run through that. Otherwise, let me open and I'll run you through. So unit franchise is open across India. For area franchise, we have in fact segregated about 11 odd territories. Initially, we'd like to go to tier 1 cities, starting with cities like Delhi, Bangalore. So let me share my screen with all of you. Yes, so this is the overall territories, how we have segregated. So which includes NCR includes Delhi, Gurgaon, Noida, largely and Ghaziabad. But largely, I would say Delhi, Gurgaon, and Noida. These are three important markets for us in NCR. The overall opportunity that we see is about 30 odd stores in a span of 5 years, where the partner would operate one location, and the rest stores would be sub-franchised, along with the help of our teams at Franchise India. Every single month, we have about 15 events that we do. These are micro events, and all the master brands which are owned by Franchise India and Fran Global, we represent them. Not only represent them, but we have our local teams, our franchise sales team that works very, very closely with the area partners to award these franchisees. So Delhi NCR and Bombay, these are two markets where we see the highest number of rollouts given the opportunity and also the infrastructure which is available in these markets. The corresponding master franchise fees or the area developer fees would be about 90 odd lakhs for a period of 5 years, which will also be further renewed after 5 years. So if I take an average of, 30 odd stores in a span of 5 years, which actually means I'm doing an average of 6 rollouts every single year, which is very easy to do with the support given by us, which actually means that every 2 months there is one store that we would open up, right? And similar structure in Bombay. Bangalore, we are looking at about 20 odd locations with the corresponding fee of about 60 odd lakhs. And Hyderabad, Pune, Kolkata, and Chennai, we looking at about 15 odd locations. And then we have smaller markets, which includes Goa, Rajasthan, Tri-City, which is Chandigarh, Panchkula, Mohali. This would have 5 odd locations, and Gujarat overall about 15 locations. Now, having said that, if anybody is keen to look at a bigger territory and they want to include bigger states, it includes entire Maharashtra or Tamil Nadu, Kerala, up north, we'll be happy to also discuss this. Now, for an area franchisee, the revenue stream comes from the royalties. So the partner would get 50% share on the royalty. They will also get a share on the franchise fees. Right. So there's a share on the franchise fee. So on every single unit which is opened outside the single company, area developer owned and operated unit, sub-franchising, there'll be 50% sharing of fee with the sub-unit. So which also means that by the time you have 50% of this rollout, if I'm saying 30 odd rollouts, and if I achieve even 50% of these rollouts, our partner would be able to recover the entire investment alone from the area franchise fees, which is paid to Cinzzeo. So friends, this is what we had to present today. We'll be happy to take any questions that you want to send to us. And Abhinay has shared his email ID and also has contact details. If you want to set up a meeting, we'll be happy to set that up with you. And 14th and 15th, we're there in Bombay. We have a show which is happening in Bombay. And we'll also be happy to share our other markets where we're doing the events, where you get an opportunity to meet our teams direct. But Bombay is a very large show where we have the Canadian companies, founding team, leadership also visiting. So thank you so much, friends, for being with us today. I'll give it back to Abhinay for your final comments and then to Bharat.
And also, just to, I would like to take this opportunity. I have shared a link in the chat box. You can buy a ticket, and we also have shared a promo code that will give you 20% off discount on the ticket for the event, which is happening in Mumbai on 14th and 15th in Geo Convention Center. That will be a great opportunity for you to meet Abhinay and the brand site team. The brand management will also be visiting from Canada to Mumbai for that particular show. So it will be a great opportunity where you can have a detailed discussion about the brand and the business opportunity. Apart from that, you can get in touch with Abhinay right away after this webinar, and you can have a deep dive discussion about the opportunity in your respective areas. Abhinay, would you like to say something as a closing remarks from your side?
Yeah, sure, Bharat. So I just wanted to address everyone that it's a great opportunity, a good business opportunity for everyone, since this is a very unique kind of a brand that really wanted to mark their footprints in the India market. And I'm very much confident the acceptance of this kind of a brand is very much in the today's generation. So it's just about the product.
Right. So there seems to be some problem on my side. It's okay. So that's it for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this webinar at 12 o'clock. As you all know that we do this every day at
We
12 o'clock.
have more.
I mean, there seems to be some, problem in the internet, I guess. Anyway, so yep, see you tomorrow once again with a new brand. We will explore, another business opportunity tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have another brand. All right, so give me just a few seconds. Let me just share tomorrow's, webinar link, and you can join that. It will again be a great opportunity. So here it is. All right, so that's it for the day, everyone. Thanks so much for joining. See you tomorrow once again, and we'll explore another business, brand, and business opportunity.